Earlier this month, we heard from a group backing the extension of the half-cent sales tax. And now we're switching gears to hear from those who say this tax could have devastating impacts on our region. Let's welcome Faith Rivers James, Executive Director for Coastal Conservation League. Faith, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And I would like to start off by asking you, why is Coastal Conservation League urging voters to say no?
Well, the Conservation League is urging voters to vote no on this sales tax referendum because it is designed to only fund one priority project, and that is the Mark Clark extension. And we're very concerned that extension of that Mark Clark interstate from James Island to Johns Island to West Ashley will end up with a lot of destruction. Destruction of our natural resources, including 38 acres of wetlands, which hold a lot of floodwater when we are imperiled with floods. It also would take away 46 acres of James Island County Park. And so we think those natural resources should be protected, not destroyed by this road.
What would be some of the implications if this project does move forward of these particular parts of our region that you mentioned? What could happen? Exactly.
Well, as this pathway goes forward to Johns Island and to James Island, you're going to end up with a lot of displacement. 91 parcels of property will be impacted by this roadway. Indeed, 11 homes and businesses will be taken in full, and another 80 or so will lose a portion of their property to the government. And we think we can find a better way to deal with traffic congestion and pedestrian safety issues other than bringing this roadway of destruction.
Do you have any alternative options that you could offer?
Yes, well, in fact, the Conservation League worked on an alternative plan 20 years ago, and we're updating that document as we speak. We think some of the traffic solutions can be implemented, such as the flyover at Main Road. Now that we're finally getting to that point, we will see some improvements in traffic congestion. And so we'd like to look at those improvement points, look at the pedestrian safety needs of our county, and also find a way to work together for these solutions.
Supporters are saying that this is necessary to address those traffic and infrastructure concerns. Obviously, you disagree. If this project does move forward, looking a decade ahead, what do you think our low country region, our beautiful region, will look like if this goes forward?
Well, that's an excellent point. If we look a decade ahead, one, we'll probably still be in construction of a Mark Clark extension. And in the meantime, the communities, our settlement communities, such as Crosscut, Ferguson, will have a new interstate running right through the middle of them. That displacement can't be replaced. Once you lose that community, it's gone forever. But in addition to that, we think in 10 years, if we don't solve the traffic choke points, we will still end up with congestion. Because the fact of the matter is, new interstates don't solve traffic problems, they just bring more traffic. And we're very concerned that this is going to turn into a gold rush of developers going out to Johns Island to develop Johns Island. And so we would like to find a way to solve our traffic problems without introducing or inviting overdevelopment on Johns Island.
For those undecided, is there a message you would like to leave them with before they head to the polls?
Yes, I encourage people to read the fine print. There are some important pedestrian and traffic safety projects on the list. The challenge is that list costs $2.3 billion, but the county tells us there's only $800 million in the budget that's available to fund these projects. And so I would say read the fine print. We encourage the county to be more transparent with the public about the ballot. You won't find a commitment to any project on that ballot. No costs are committed to, and the only thing we know we will have is the Mark Clark extension.
And now the Coastal Conservation League launched a campaign, Save Our Sea Islands. Where can we go to learn more about?
Yes, well, certainly go to our website, it's Save Our Sea Islands, and there we'll also talk about the reduced commitment to Greenbelt. That is one of the key parts of our transportation sales tax structure. And in 2004, when we started with the transportation sales tax, we allocated 17% of the funds to Greenbelt. Now they've reduced that by half, although real estate costs have about tripled. So go to Save Our Sea Islands, you'll have a look at the communities that will be displaced. We have a map there that will show all of the impacts, the takings, the impacts of traffic and noise and light pollution and damage to our natural resources.
Wonderful, Faith. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your platform with us.
Well, thank you.
We're back in 2 minutes.